Good morning. It is Monday, December 9th. This is now the third time I've tried to record this because Mercury retrograde is doing me dirty right now. I can't get the words together. So, today, we are just kicking off another wild week, basically. It's a continuation of last week, particularly anything that came up for you over the weekend that made you go, oh, aha, shook some things up, made you feel a little uncomfortable, but really changed the way that you view things. So we have Venus in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus in mutual reception. So these next several weeks are going to be shaking things up in your realm of finances, stability, values, your comfort spaces, and pulling you out of that comfort zone. But it's like ushering in something new, something beneficial, a new financial thing, a new sense of values. This could have a lot to do with your social life, groups you're involved in, people that are around you every day, your community, your coworkers, things of that nature. Okay. But today the moon is in Aries, so Mars retrograde is in charge. Now this is going to have a lot of people very snappy, very ready to react to stuff, a lot of egotistical type reactions. But one of the best ways to use this, like for us on an individual basis, is to slow down. Make sure that you are thinking before you're reacting. Ask yourself where maybe you've been a little too stubborn about something. Maybe you've been too egotistical. Maybe you've been a little too childish. Because those things can actually lead to us being pretty stubborn. And ask yourself where you've been holding on to something that you need to be letting go of, and then react from there, right? We want to slow down before we act. The moon in Aries, gosh, what is wrong with me? The moon in Aries will make a sextile to Venus. Right now, Venus and the North Node are in a sextile with each other. This is an opportunity to move forward for yourself, speak up for yourself. Just make sure you're slowing down when you do it. But the moon's going to make a sextile to Venus, highlighting that. It'll make a conjunction to the North Node, also highlighting that. It's going to make a trine to Mars as well. So this is where that door is going to fling open to allow like the big blow up, the temper tantrums to flow through. So this is almost like you realize something, and it leads to you going, no, this isn't for me. And then somebody throws a temper tantrum about it, right? And then late tonight, there's a trine to Mercury retrograde. So there may be like a backtracking and having a conversation about it, like after everybody calms down a little bit. So just keep that in mind. Cards of the day. Queen of Swords is our energy. I'm going to show you guys this too. Queen of Swords is the energy. We're focusing on these Seven of Pentacles. And the Emperor is what we are avoiding. And I like the way that these are all like laying out with each other. We have the Queen of Swords over here showing off what she's built. She's like, hey, look what I built, right? And the Emperor is over here giving it the side eye. Like, why are you getting all of this, right? So this is almost like a situation where you're starting to see that somebody or a group of people are jealous of your progress. And you're realizing that maybe they're holding you back, right? Because the Queen of Swords is not afraid to speak up for herself. That is very much that moon in Aries energy is Queen of Swords. So there is this energy today of things are growing, you're doing really well, you're making progress, and somebody or a group of somebodies is not a fan of this. So you're finding out that they're trying to tear it down, they're trying to block your growth, whatever. We need to cut out the things that are keeping us from continuing to grow. Seven of Pentacles is like a slow down moment where you observe what you've done, what you've created, and you see what you need to remove, where you need to weed your garden per se, in order for it to continue to grow. So that's the space that we're in right now. That's why it's like shaking us up and making us feel uncomfortable. It's making us question things. But we need to pay attention to that so we can get rid of whatever it is that's holding us back, and we can continue to be abundant and move forward, right? We also want to make sure that we're not, being in the Emperor mode can actually be a little reactive. We want to make sure we're not reactive today. We do want to make sure we are taking that moment to step back and look at the whole situation. Remember, Mercury is retrograde, so miscommunications are still prevalent. We want to make sure that we're listening to understand and not listening to react right now. So we really want to slow down before saying what we need to say. Think first before you speak. And I know that's hard with all of the Sagittarius energy going on, because as a Sagittarius myself, I have no filter. So make sure that you're slowing down, thinking before you speak. You're seeing the entire picture before you act. And we're not getting defensive. There's going to be this desire to defend your kingdom, defend what you've built, right? So we need to make sure that we're not just being reactive. We're seeing the whole thing before we do that, okay? Bottom of the deck is 3 of Wands. Stuff is coming in. Things are happening. Stuff is starting to move forward. So that growth that you're starting to see has got somebody mad dogging you, wanting to stop you from growing. Maybe their stuff isn't coming around yet and they're just getting jealous, okay? Clarifiers for Queen of Swords. Page of Cups and 4 of Swords. There's 4 of Swords is really resting your mind. It's like you're in a state of rest, right? But then we've got this Page of Cups here, who's kind of innocent type of energy. Could be kind of very childlike messages. And you're able to receive them here, but it's like something's off about it. We need to take this time to slow down and see the whole picture before we're saying anything about it, before we're just oh yeah, sure, come on in. One second, I gotta think about this one for a minute. Yeah, nope, that's all I'm hearing is there's this somebody coming in with a helpful message. Also, it kind of gives me this energy of speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, cutting people out where you need to cut people out. You're defending what you've built, right? But in a little bit of a kinder way, a kinder manner. So Neptune stationed direct over the weekend. Gaslighting is going to be big again. And it's going to be a little harder to see than it was while Neptune was retrograde. So keep that in mind. It's giving me this slow down and listen before taking this offer or listening to this message, right? It's like somebody coming in very kindly, but not honestly, I guess. Or maybe not, I guess honest isn't even the word here quite so much as they're not seeing the whole picture. They think they're being honest, but they're not. They're not right in their head at the moment to be able to be honest. Because Queen of Swords is spicy. She's got a mouth on her, okay? So make sure you're listening to your intuition. And if whoever it is or the people around you are being overly kind to you, pay attention to that. Make sure that you're slowing your mind down and you're listening to what's being said. Make sure you're feeling the energy as well, so that we're not getting sucked into kind of manipulative situations. Queen of Wands is on the bottom here. So yeah, this is kind of fitting into that energy of somebody is seeing that you're winning and they don't like it, so they're going to try to come in a manipulative manner to stop your growth, okay? So clarifiers for 7 of Pentacles. We have 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, keep focusing on your work. Keep doing what you got to do. Oop. And the Moon. The Moon. Keep working. I got the Moon myself today too. So this is going to be how do I word this? The 8 of Pentacles obviously is the next step after 7 of Pentacles. So you're seeing where you need to make the adjustments. So we're going to focus on those, right? We're going to focus on what is right in front of us. We're going to keep our feet on the ground, right? There's something like a shadow over it that you're not quite seeing yet. again, this is giving me that like shady kind of energy, like somebody is trying to block you from being able to see forward. They're trying to keep you from moving forward, and they're using manipulative tactics to do that. So really stay focused on your work and defend what you've built, okay? We may not actually see like clarity until I'm seeing like Wednesday through Friday of this week as being like the big aha energy. So clarifiers for the Emperor here. Oh, Chariot. And oh, we got a couple of them here. 7 of Wands. Okay, 7 of Wands and Knight of Wands. So we're avoiding the Emperor, right? We want to make sure that we're not being reactive when we're defending ourselves and defending what we built. We also want to avoid that person who is giving like jealous vibes, the person who's coming in and like questioning your growth, the person who's coming in and saying, are you sure this is what you want to do? We want to avoid that person. I don't care who that person is, even if it's like your boss or, you know, somebody that you trust and respect. If they're questioning your growth, pay attention, okay? So it's this forward movement. This is slow, steady movement in the Chariot. This is not like taking off. This is the Cancer card. Cancer is slow and steady. It's building a home. It's building a family. It's building the opposite side of Capricorn, right? Capricorn is building the foundations, and then Cancer is like that motherly type of energy that's building the empathy and compassion and the home and that loving nature, right? So the foundations have already been laid, and now we're in this space where like we're moving forward with like the actual enjoyment of it, right? And we're having to defend that, right? We're having to defend that. Make sure you've got that guard up against whoever it is that's trying to keep you from having this forward movement. That's how we're going to be able to keep moving forward. It's like there's going to be a breakthrough here very soon in the next few days. It feels like that's going to like it's just open that floodgate and allow everything to just flow through and things to be able to really move forward. 9 of Cups on the bottom. 3 of Wands on the other 3 cards, and then 9 of Cups here. This is that wish fulfillment. So that good thing is just on the other side of whatever this icky thing is. So we have to let this happen. We have to pay attention to it. We have to defend ourselves when it's happening. Make sure we're not getting sucked back into any kind of manipulative behavior, not allowing other people to tear down what we've built. Really just keep your eye on the prize right now and make sure that you're not letting anyone like drag you down, get in your head about it. Just keep moving forward, steady focus, and understand that you're not seeing everything right now, but you will. Don't let anybody tear down your progress right now.